Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another little inner city jaunt. I have a plan in my mind. Well, it's actually my third attempt at doing this. The first attempt on Monday gone, I left the lens cap on. Wasn't satisfied with what I did yesterday. So I'm popping out again today, so it's a trip I make many times. There's a few favourite little places that I like to go. One of them, as you know, is the big loop around the Phoenix Park. I also like doing the Liffey loop as well. So I come from City Quay all the way down to Euston Station, all the way back down to North Quay. And this is my other favourite little loop. Coming down the quays onto O'Connell Street, Parnell Street, Moore Street, and down Capel Street. And then cross over then to Parliament Street. And this time I'm going to go in through Temple Bar and then come out back onto Dame Street and then run up along the likes of South William Street and Drury Street. And then head back to home. It's a lovely journey, especially on these late spring days. The sun's been out for the last few days. Around 14 degrees Celsius. It's Thursday, 22nd to 23rd of April. I'll have that marked at the beginning of the video anyway, but it's one of those days, Thursday afternoon. You never know what you might find in and around town on these days. And sadly on Monday, I saw an old man, die on Moore Street. He was getting CPR. I don't think he's going to make it. Certainly looked like it was a heart attack. It's all about him the last couple of days. It's just so very sad. The staff from the shop were attempting CPR until the ambulance arrived. There's nothing for me to do. Look, the old granny's against racism. Changing the world, one white liberal woman at a time. It's a dangerous bunch. Get out of that. Medium busy and quite calm on the O'Connell Street today. I'll take my usual little side slip down Moore Street. So Monday all the stores were closed and reasonably quiet. Yesterday it was still quite quiet. avoid that glass. Right. Do you feel enriched? It's FXB's, one of the nicest butchers in town. They have their own restaurants. They have their own farmed beef. It's absolutely lovely. Reasonably pricey, but not insanely pricey. You know, for what you can get other places. Lovely place all the same. But as far as I'm concerned, the best butchers in Ireland, in Dublin certainly, arguably in Ireland is just down here, Troy's Butchers. Bit of an institution on Moore Street. Been here for an everyday, and my Aunt Rose told me about a week ago that my uncle, John Lloyd, worked here for a very, very long time, and he actually passed away in the shop during work in the arms of one of the, I think she said the Troy brothers, of the family. That's it there with a lovely display in the window. At half the price of Tesco's and twice the quality. If you're going to get meat, it's definitely a place to go. So yeah, a little bit of my family history in that place. On the way down now towards Capel Street from Parnell Street again. Watch this guy cut me up. Oh, I didn't swear once. It was right here where the guy passed away, just outside of Aldi. The staff and the security all came out to help, but I think it was very much a lost cause, sadly. Ah, look, there's the Sinn Féin shop. It's closed on Monday, it's closed today as well. But don't worry, the trace is 7 days a week. And here we are now on the lovely pedestrianised Capel Street. Just pull over for a second, let you soak in the ambience. Slattery's up there on the right. It's always a good out spot. There's been many gigs there. You can get a nice breakfast, Irish breakfast in there. Not sure of the prices these days because I don't go out much. I used to live out permanently 7 nights a week. Jack Lean's there as well. It's a lovely pub. Once again, I haven't been in for a long time. The service is always great and the staff are lovely. It's a Grattan Bridge, heading now into Parliament Street, and then we're going to bop into Temple Bar. Everyone's little favourite. Be a bit bouncy because of the cobblestones, so I'll go slow. Cobblestones, good for the soul, but a pain in the hole. I came up with that little gem last night. Well, DJI's rock steady setting on the camera has certainly been put through its paces. Now, in the late 90s and early noughties, particularly with the whole rave thing, from the mid 90s onwards, I practically lived in this place. Loads of great pubs and clubs. Absolutely loved it. Of course, as with everything, nothing wrong with a bit of commercialisation, but the prices have gone insane. I think, and coming up to now, everybody's favourites, I've heard prices as much as €11 for a Guinness. That's extreme to the max. But it's lovely inside. If you're coming for a visit, everybody likes a photo. Definitely worth sticking your head in, have one pint and get the hell out of there. There's plenty of places to have a nicer Guinness. As you can see. We'll head down to the square. So it's getting mad touristy now. Lovely smell of incense. This is Crown Alley. Very well known. One of my former favourite pubs is down here, and that's where the old storehouse is now. It's got Eamon Doran's. They have venues in New York. And before that, it was called the Rock Garden. And that was in the mid-90s when I first started coming back to Dublin when I was living in Germany. Absolutely loved that place. And Eamon Doran's was great crack as well. At the back of what was formerly the old central bank, there's reconstruction works and makeovers happening on this building for quite some time. And the very top floor now has most incredible views. The restaurant up there. Actually, from what I heard from a couple of food review channels, the food's not bad, but for the price it'd be considered mediocre, all right. Maybe not worth enough for the stunning views. I've seen 3 different food review channels all come to that same conclusion. This is a square out to the front of it. Krispy Kreme in the corner where you can get a free donut if you got your vaccine. I will never eat in there in my life. I'm just waiting for the traffic. There we go. It's Trinity Street. I'm going to go down one of my favourite lanes. That's Dame Lane. Some nice pubs down here, the Bankers, 4 Dame Lane. We used to have these burners out with gas-fed burners with fire. It was known as the Flame in the Lane as well. It's really nice. I don't drink in the Stag's Head ever. It's a COVID-related dispute. I like how they treated me being mask exempt, so I'll never drink in there for the rest of my life. Toilet stank of piss anyway. But this place here, the Dame Tavern, is an absolutely wonderful spot. I'm going to cut up here. Love that place. Dolly's there. And the Odessa Private Members Club next door to it. Coming up the wrong way up a one-way street. Jolly nice of them. I did tighten up my brakes just going around here during tourist season. People just jump out in front of you. There's one street name we've popped out now. This is Clarendon Street, and Diggs Lane and down Drury Street, and then up South William Street. Hanson Burger. Peter's pub here in the corner got sold a month or two back. It's a figure 3.4 million comes to mind for some reason. I think that's accurate. Really small place, it was really lovely, family run, absolutely great service, but it was all places, prices, it's like £8.60 a pint. That's just mad. I still know places where I can get a pint for £5.50. Customers are a bit mental in it when you're getting beers that price, but I don't stay out drinking all day. I'd rather be at home with a few cans watching the rugby and cooking food for my friends. This is Diggs Lane, and then we're going on to Drury Street. Spade Street here, it's another really nice place. There's the No Name Bar and Hogan's down at the far end corner. Lovely bar. It's coming up to the back of Georgia Street Arcade. So it's pretty chilled out around here. Sit in the middle of a road, why don't you? Now we'll loop around onto South William Street. And I'm off to see my friend Paddy, so I'll be cutting the video soon enough. Thank you. I think they're an episode of Friends or something, those walking across the road together. Stretched right across it, waiting for a big explosion in the background. Don't mind me. And back to everywhere earlier on. Well, ladies and gentlemen, should I say, comes to the end of this video. I'd love to know where you're watching from. Drop that down in the comments, and a like is always greatly appreciated. It's good for the algorithm. I've been trying to learn about them a little bit more recently. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. I'm off to Paddy's. Catch you later on.